Jeremiah 51 and verse 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness.
God, first and foremost, before we start this lesson, we give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth in all righteousness and sincerity. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, being grafted in under the obedience of this truth through the spirit of faith.
Con, the water, bro. Hey, man, so I seen this video, a few days ago. It is a few days old, but, still, Spirit is on us right now to do this lesson. Hey, man, so that, this Judge Janine, she said the comment. I mean, we're ultimately going to read, everything that she said. It's only like 3 paragraphs long as far as the whole article. But yeah, man, she basically, these damn devils, man, everybody's starting to figure out that America is done for, man. America is over, man.
That's right.
That they were once talking about, hey, America's gonna come back, America's this, America's that. Well, guess what? That whole spirit is left, man. Because everybody understands that this place is being destroyed, man.
That's right.
And it's all being done by the Heavenly Father, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, it is, through the Spirit, and the prophecies and so on and so forth, sending down those angels, stirring up certain minds, sending those angels for vengeance down, as it says in Sirach 39, and amen, causing a whole bunch of chaos, man, hurting the infrastructure and economy of America, man, which really, as far as, America is what? It's a big business, man, so if you're hurting its infrastructure and its economy, that's it for it, man. This place has no resources of its own. All of its stuff is ultimately, imported for the most part, man. Very, very, very little exports. So when America's, financial stability, is cracked even a little bit, it hurts America, man. Well, guess what? America is crippled, to the point, where it's not going to be able to come back. And again, a lot of people are understanding and knowing this, man.
That's right.
They're seeing it with their own eyes, So without further ado, we're just going to read, what this judge said, and then we'll grab a few precepts, and then we'll get out of here.
Khan, and it says the headline: Judge Janine, America as we know it is coming to an end.
Right.
Judge Janine Pirro sounded off on the rise in crime in the United States Saturday on Justice with Judge Janine, which she says has been brought on by left-wing policies. Judge Janine Pirro, America as we know it is coming to an end. We are watching it in real time.
In real time, man. It's not a joke anymore, man.
That's right.
People aren't saying that, this is just a hiccup that we're going through. People are saying, hey, man, America is literally done for, man. Go ahead.
But it is moving so quickly that when it is gone, we won't be able to predict the exact moment it happened.
Woo! Wow. Hey, man, that goes into scripture. We're gonna read everything, and then we're gonna grab it. Go ahead.
What I fought for in law enforcement for over 3 decades, what my father and grandfather fought for in World War II, what you and your parents and grandparents fought for is ending. Woo-hoo! Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. How many of us would describe life today as being what our founding fathers intended?
Hey, man, those aren't, going back to, George Washington, going back to Thomas Jefferson. Those are not founding fathers, man, because we know, going into scriptures, really going into history as well, these damn devils, they stole this land.
That's right.
From our people, man, from the Gadites, man, So they were never founding fathers, man. They were stealing fathers. That's exactly what they are. Fathers of wickedness, man. That's really it,
I could go on, but one thing more than any other, Salakia. If we don't speak in politically correct terms, we are canceled. We lose our jobs, erased. They did it to a president of the United States.
Talking about Donald Trump.
Yep. Big tech decides what we can read and what we can post, with no regulation or government interference. our kids are taught in school that the color of their skin determines whether they are victims or oppressors. Damn.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Keep going.
I could go on, but one thing more than any other that signals the ruination of a society and trumps all else is crime. When crime is not prosecuted, when criminals are not arrested, lawlessness, anarchy, and chaos result.
Which is going into what? Are these police officers, ultimately being quote unquote defunded, man? You got a lot of petty crimes being let go now. Prostitution, some domestic violence cases, some speeding and traffic law violations are all being let go. All these petty things that really don't amount to anything. Hey man, they're being let go, and they're only targeting those that are of greater crime, like murder, and Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, man. All these other, everything else, is of no value to them, man. So they're not really caring about it. Which ultimately, if everybody else is thinking that because they're able to do these little petty crimes, that they're able to get away with the larger crime, which is ultimately having crime period overall, from the smallest to the greatest, being ramped up to a whole new level, man. But
kind of like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, but iniquity shall increase.
Right.
More than long ago which thou hast heard.
Right.
Paraphrasing.
Right.
So it says dominoes continue to fall.
Sakia also has a thing that in Matthew's 24. Where it says verses 10 or 12, where it says, because iniquity shall abound. Was that Matthew 10?
Oh, I was thinking of that. It's Matthew 24.
Matthew 24, okay, yeah. Well, it tells you what, man? Because iniquity shall abound, which that word abound goes into what? To increase, man. The love of many shall wax cold, and we're seeing constant, which even Elder Manata Zakbar went into it, GMS South Carolina, or GMS Bible Teacher SC7, the elder of the South Carolina camp, he went into a video today about a woman that as soon as she had the baby, she was married to an NBA
I seen
player.
That. Yeah,
as soon as she had the baby, she instantly divorced him, man. Because now she ain't got to deal with him. She could just get his money. You know what I mean? That goes all the way back to that fucking Edomite. That talk about she had 6 baby daddies, and she was getting money from each one of them, and asking like, why don't you have 6 baby daddies? Well, that whole spirit is being shown in these women, man. But not only that, you got a lot more of our men killing their own people, man. All this iniquity, as far as in Israel, as far as in the world, is increasing, man, and we're seeing that, man.
I got a precept just for that real quick.
Go ahead.
This book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 16. It says, "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Right.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein."
Right, man. And again, evils are increasing, man. It's just what, man? Or corruption is growing up and evils are increased, man. So we, that's just another precept, man. So we're seeing all this constantly increase, man. And it's not just, as far as people, doing crime against each other, but it's also as far as, look at what these damn devils are doing. Go back to the middle paragraph right here, man. Saying what, man? They want to tell you that they that you have freedom of speech, but now guess what? They're editing what you can and cannot post, what you can and cannot read, what you can and cannot say, man. So even though they're not doing away with the First Amendment, getting rid of it, First Amendment, period, but they're sitting here telling you that you have freedom of speech, but then limiting you and making it to where you don't have freedom of speech, which we already knew we had limited freedom of speech, right, but they're making it more harsh, man. That's these damn devils making what? Unrighteous decrees, man. So again, these damn devils, man, it's just getting worse, man. They're making everything worse, But we're gonna go ahead and read the rest of this article right here, and then we'll grab a few precepts just to reel it in. Go ahead.
It reads, dominoes continue to fall, and we witness the crippling effect of crime. You see, crime not only harms the victim, it visits the loved ones, family, friends, neighbors, and the community at large. Fear becomes generalized, it immobilizes people. On the other hand, criminals are emboldened to continue their rampage.
Right, again, if they're letting petty crimes go on, then they're letting, even these bigger crimes go on, man. Some of them they're actually letting go, But again, this is all just, which we see everything that she's saying. We see it. It's not like she's just saying this, just to ultimately state that America is going down, No. She's stating complete facts, man. These are things that we see on a daily basis, theft, murder, divorces of what could be perfectly good family, women, rising up in their pride, man. Their pride is going out through the roof, man.
Right.
And then and because of that, a lot of these women are breaking off perfectly good relationships and sleeping with a shit ton of men and so on and so forth. Again, wickedness is completely increasing,
Yep.
So she's not speaking lies. This is pure facts, This is an observation more than anything, But this is all what is that word? A product of America's downfall, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we brought out Jeremiah 51:13, talking about thine end is come, man. Well, what does that word end mean? Can you get that word?
That's right. This is the Google definition for the word end, and it says a final part of something, especially a period of time, an activity, or a story.
Right, man. And really, it's the end of Esau, man, as the scriptures tell us, man. Go into 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 9, man. Can you read that?
Yep. Sorry, verse 7. This is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? For when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Which is symbolic, man. Symbolic for what? Keep going.
Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world,
right,
and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right, man. So there's going to be, and what's crazy, if you think about that, Jacob's hand was holding on to the heel of Esau, man. So which means what? There's an overlap of when Jacob starts to rise and Esau starts to fall, and we're seeing that, man. We're seeing the rise of Jacob, man. We're seeing the rise. The prophets, they're all, they're coming back. The 144,000 men. You're seeing the prophets rise. Which is the beginning. Beginning stages of of Jacob's rise. And then guess what, man? We're seeing all these, little petty curses, not petty curses, but smaller curses coming upon Esau, man. And happening to them and their families, and they're having to go through, all this bullshit, man. We're seeing it, man. We're seeing Esau, Edom, the wisdom being and understanding being taken out of Esau, man. We're seeing it every day, man. That's part of the downfall of Esau, Edom, man. Which again, it says what? He's the end, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Which we're starting to see that end of Esau, man. And really it's going to happen, via it is happening via the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, man.
That's right, man.
And when Yahweh Shai comes back, hey, man, it's getting way more manifest that Esau is not in charge anymore, man.
Yep.
The Esau end is completely here, man.
That's why it says in Ecclesiasticus. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick. That's the 10th verse. It's the 10th chapter, the 8th verse. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 8. And it reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And
we're seeing that translation, man.
That's right.
Again, the prophets are being raised up, man. Esau, Edom is starting to go down, which is it's crazy because Creepy Joe, his dementia and all this other shit, that's symbolic for America being brought down, man. Destroying, this is Obadiah, Obadiah, what is it, verse 8? Destroying that wisdom out of Teman and the understanding out of Mount Esau, man. They're losing it, man. These damn devils are losing it, man. But that complete end is gonna be when Yahweh Shah comes and destroys these motherfuckers, man. So we're only gonna grab a couple more scriptures.
Yes, quick one. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 21. And he changeth the times and seasons, and the seasons he removeth kings and setteth up kings.
Right, man. He's removing Esau out of that position of rulership, and then putting Jacob back in that position of rulership, which we were supposed to be there in the first place, man.
Right.
But we went off, man. So we were put in this captivity because of us going off and have our enemies to be sold into our enemies, man, which is Esau, Edom, man. Go ahead. Is that it?
That was it on that. Yeah.
Con, man. So we were gonna grab Isaiah 47, starting at the 7th verse, man, and we're gonna read the all the way to the end of the chapter, and then we'll get out of here.
Verse 6. Verse 7.
No, we'll just verse 7.
Con.
Because really, starting off this verse right here, man, Esau, as it says, which this is the precept to it, but Revelations 18:7, it says, I said a queen and no widow and shall see no sorrow, man. So Esau, Edom doesn't think that any troubles are gonna come their way, man. That they're gonna be able to establish, America forever, man. But we know that's not that is not true.
That's right.
Keep going.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 7, and it reads, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Right.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Right, man. So America is not taking, is really, not even taking heed to what's going on to it, man. They just think that this is gonna be a fucking hiccup. We're just gonna establish this fucking, this jabbing system, and then once people finally get it, then everything will go back to normal. Once they start working towards the new world order and establish the new world order, everything will be back to normal. Well, that's not the case, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Right.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Going into, Obadiah verse 10, it's for the shame against thy, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, man. So when you're, as it says in Job 20 and 23, when it says when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, man. So when he's about to establish his new world order, when he's about to do everything that he feels it needs to be done to get everything to where he wants it to, the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to bring that widowhood and loss of children unto him, man. Which are going to be by way of what? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, as well as those chariots when the Yahweh Shai comes, as well as the chariots sending out those laser beams, burning everything to fucking shreds, man. Burning to stubble, Go ahead.
Verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
Right.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Right, man. So, as it says in Obadiah, man, I think it's was it verse 4? It says that thy pride hath deceived thee.
Oh, yep.
Because you're gung ho for America. You're gung ho for your own gain.
Want to pull it?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Right.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right, man. So yeah. As a matter of fact, get that next verse.
Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
right,
and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Right,
so the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to bring you down, man.
That's right, man.
All this trouble, this end is going to come upon you via the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai, man. So you're sitting here, with this prideful ass look. Well, doesn't it say what? Pride goeth before destruction, man.
That's right.
So hey, man, we want you damn devils to be in that prideful spirit, man. We want you to have that, none seeth me kind of spirit, man, because it wouldn't be as good, if you knew exactly what was coming. We know the elites know exactly what's coming, but they don't know exactly how it's going to be done, when it's going to be done, you know, or how bad it's going to be, man. You know, they don't know any of that, man. You know, they just know some type of that they know that their rulership is coming to an end. You know, as far as the elites, the other peons, they don't know shit, man. You know, these motherfuckers don't know a damn thing, man. You know.
Right, man. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That, you know, whoever made this article, you know what I'm saying, the spirit was on them to put things like put things out like this. So one of us brothers, man, that are in this truth could come out and filter it through the scriptures, man.
Right.
Because these signs are ultimately, you know, a build up to something greater to come, man. And that's the downfall of this wicked ass place. All the signs that Yahweh Shema Shai is sending, the plagues, the famines, the pestilence, the earthquakes, volcanoes, floods. You know what I'm saying? The wickedness increasing. Motherfuckers turning into straight demons, man. You know, people just saying whatever they want to say nowadays. Again, the women's pride is shooting through the roof, all the way past the roof, man. There is no roof.
Right.
You know? So all these things are letting us know that we are in the end, man. All right, but we're not at our end. We're at the end of this devil's kingdom, man. Our kingdom is up next. We got next, man.
Right.
It's like you're standing on the court waiting for the next game. We got next. We just gotta wait, man. You know? That's it. Go back to Isaiah.
Yep.
Comes the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Ooh, you ain't gonna be able to stop this. You know, when the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has begun to take y'all motherfuckers down. It's like it. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has begun to take y'all motherfuckers down. You're not gonna be able to stop it, man. There's no, you know, going back to the Trump era. You know, there's no making America great again, man. There's no making America, you know, go back to normal, man. You know, matter of fact, I got a scripture. I think it's Jeremiah 46 and verse 15. Slakia. 46 and...
I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Man, just to prove that point on, you know, nobody's going to be able to resist the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, especially this proud devil, man. There's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 18 and verse 6. As for the wondrous works of the Lord, there may nothing be taken from them, neither may anything be put unto them, neither can the ground of them be found out. And that's the point right there, man. You're not going to be able to take away from the works of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, his will is going to be done at the end of the day, at the end of every day, man, for all eternity. You know?
Yes, this right here, Jeremiah 46 and verse 11. It says, "Go up to Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. In vain thou shalt use many medicines, for thou shalt not be cured." Right, man. You know, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, which America spiritually calls Sodom and Egypt, man. You know, house of bondage, man. You know, so it says right here, America is not going to be cured, man. You know,
that's right.
The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is not making. You know, he gave an expiration on this queendom, man. You know, Jacob, you know, when he's in ruling, there's not going to be an expiration date on that kingdom, man.
That's right, man.
There's an expiration date on this one, you know, and we're starting to see that expiration date right around the fucking corner, man. You know, it's blurry, so we can't read exactly what the fucking numbers are. You know, we don't know exactly when it's going to end. We don't know when Yahweh Shai is going to come, but we can see that there is an expiration date, man. You know?
That's right, man.
So Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do away with this motherfucker, man. You know? And it's going to be, you know, it says, "Thus with violence shall Babylon be thrown down," man. You know? That violence is coming by way of, again, ICBM nuclear missiles and the chariots coming in and sending those lasers out, man. You know? Having those rays of light burning this fucking place down, man. Again, a good visualization is Independence Day, man. You know?
Yeah. You want me to skip down to verse 14 with me?
Just read the rest of it, yeah.
Come on, finish verse 11. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, when thou shalt not know.
Right, man. Tells you what, man. You know, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, according to Jeremiah 50 and verse 13, that he's going to make this land wholly desolate, man.
That's right.
You know, so that's that desolation, man. You know, that completely flat land, man. You know, to where, you know, scriptures tell you that only desert animals are going to dwell here, man. No human is going to dwell here forever. You know, just like over in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, nobody dwells there except for those desert animals, man. You know? So it's gonna be, you know, the same, man. Go ahead.
Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Right, man. You know. So keep, you know, hey man, keep that same fucking energy that you got right now. Keep doing wickedness, man. You know. It says stand. What does it say? It says stand now with thy enchantments, man.
Right, man.
You know, the things that you know, your wickedness, your fucking, you know, your left hand side fucking sorceries and shit. Hey man, keep trying that shit, man. You know, it says at the latter end, it says if so be that thou mayest prevail, which we know you're not gonna prevail, man. You better keep praying to your fucking gods, man. Keep sitting here sacrificing as many little kids as you can. And drinking their fucking blood, hoping and praying that you're gonna fucking prevail. But guess what? You're not going to. You're not gonna fucking win. Yahweh Shem El Shai is gonna come fucking take you out of that power seat, man. Keep going.
Con, and it reads, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Right, man, because it's not working. It's not working for y'all, man. Keep going.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Right, man. Run to everybody you can, man. Run to everybody you fucking can. You know, your scholars, your fucking, you know, astronomers and whatever you can, whoever you can, your psychics and whatever, man, to try and predict the future so that way you can fucking, you know what the fuck to do, how to plan for it and get by it. Sucky, but they're not gonna be able to help you, man.
And that's the spirit too. Just real quick, because in Egypt too, remember when Moses was doing those miracles, you know, through Yahweh Shem El Shai, and what did Pharaoh do? He ultimately had those men, those sorcerers, or you know, whatever you would call them, to go and do that sorcery, try to mimic. You know what I'm saying? That you know, just a comparison. That's the same way that nothing new under the sun.
Right.
They went and tried to use that left hand side to ultimately figure out the problem,
but it came to a point where they couldn't even replicate Yahweh Shem El Shai's power, man.
That's right. They couldn't even do it, man.
Couldn't even do it, man.
That's the point I was trying to make.
They were able to turn the stick into a serpent. They were able to turn water into blood. They were able to do a lot of things, man, but they couldn't do the things that Yahweh Shem El Shai was able to do, man.
Those plagues he sent upon that place, man. You know, slay the firstborns.
Yeah.
You know,
they couldn't do that. There's no fucking way they could do that shit, man. You know, so they can only go so far, man. They can only help so far, man. You know. And then it's like, all right, well, they're shit, man. You know.
That's right. It reads verse 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. Right,
man. The fire from those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. You know. What?
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
So these people, are anybody you go to for help is not going to be able to help you, as well as you're not going to be able to help yourself, man. Go ahead.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So these people ultimately going to get burnt up, man. You know, and that's going to be the ultimate downfall of this place. But right now we're seeing the pillars that's holding it up start to crumble, man. You know, and pretty soon, hey man, this whole kingdom is gonna fall, and that should, seeing these things should ultimately give you hope, man.
Right.
You know, knowing that we're at the latter end and all the things taking place in the earth, and then through the spirit you see something like this, man, that should boost your faith. You know, because in order for us to be in the kingdom of heaven, this one has to pass away, and this isn't the king. This is hell, man. You know, this is hell on earth. And I'm about to say, yeah. You know. So again, when you go into that word end, it goes into the final part of something, or the end of a story. All right, and this life that we live is a story that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has made. All right, now we're coming to the end of it, that great climax. All right, the grand finale, man. All right, so it's just like when you got when somebody, you know, in classroom, little corny ass teachers would be like, yeah, get a drum roll. You know what I'm saying? They got something good to announce. Right, that's what's happening now, man. The drum is beating faster and faster, and pretty soon, the trumpet's gonna go off, and it's gonna be time for Lord willing us to go home, and for this place to be overthrown, for all the wickedness and all the evil and all the madness that takes place here on a day-to-day, man. You know, this place needs to be destroyed by fire.
I got a precept. First Esdras chapter 4 and verse 28, it says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not upturned upside down, and if the place wherewith the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." So this place has to go. This place has to go down, man.
That's right, man.
You know, for the kingdom to be brought forth, this place has to go down, man. You know, and again, we're seeing it. We're seeing that end, man. You know, so just, you know, as long as, hey, man, if you're in this truth, man, you're in the sheepfold, man. Hey, keep having faith, man. You know, keep doing the will of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Keep proving your faith by these works, man. You know, if you're ones that, you know, aren't necessarily going out here the highways and byways, hey, man, keep providing for the ministry, man. Keep having charity, you know, amongst brethren, or you know, amongst you know, the group that you are around, man. You know, go to camp, pay tithe, you know, study, you know, do as much as you can for the ministry, man. Do as much as you can for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, because we're seeing this end, man. We're almost at the complete end. You know, not time to rejoice yet, but hey, man, it's almost there, man. You know, so keep having faith, man. Keep you know, to the best of your ability, keep doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know,
that's right.
And hold fast to that which thou hast, man, which is His truth and the faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got anything else?
That's it, man.
Calm, man. So with that being said, you know, Lord willing was edifying. Lord willing, you know, it was you know, motivational and faith building. You know, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. Again, double honors to apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability. Give it to them, big Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. I want to say Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, and Abba Shalom.